Good morning, everyone. I'm Dr. Mahesh Iyer. I'm one of the co-founder of SignFlex Solutions. First of all, let me thank you for giving me this opportunity so that I can come and speak to you a little bit about our company, SignFlex Solutions, and how do we help and promote innovation in healthcare domain. So before I go into the detail about what our company does and how do we promote innovation, let me tell you a little bit background about healthcare domain. So healthcare domain, as you know, is consisting of pharmaceutical companies whose main focus area is molecular discovery, clinical trials, getting the approvals and selling of drugs. Whereas hospitals, on the other hand, their focus area is diagnosis and treatment of the patients. And then we have insurance company whose main focus area is processing and reimbursing of patients' claims. Now, although they have different focus area, there is one thing in common, and that is the data. But they analyze this data completely in a different way. For example, pharmaceutical, which are who is also considered as custodian and consumer of data. They process this data completely. For example, from data from clinical trials to back their claims. Hospital, on other hand, they do the data analysis to not only treating the patients but also predicting and preventing the further recurrences of the disease. Then we have insurance company which uses this data to accurately predict the premium against each patient's potential outflows. Now, with this transformation, healthcare industry is faced with a lot of how-to kind of problems. For example, hospitals have data from different treatment, but they do not have time or resources to basically analyze this data. And then we have insurance company, for example, which has a lot of historical data from previous patients, but they do not have means to or ability to accurately model this data in a way that they can predict the premium for all the future patients. Then on other hand, we have these with a lot of research companies, universities and startup ecosystem, which has not only ability, they also have capability to analyze this data in a more structured way. They can also model a lot of solution for you, but they do not have means to speak to means to interact with the healthcare domain. So then on one hand we have healthcare service providers, and then we have solution providers, but they do not have means to interact with each other. So there is a void in between. So this is where SignFlex come into the picture. So SignFlex is a research and knowledge based consultancy firm in healthcare domain, and we basically have partnered with universities and startup ecosystems, and we have built up a sort of a catalog of services that we offer. And with domain mentoring on top of all this. So how do we do that? I mean, what do you mean by domain mentoring? So my other co-founders of SignFlex Solutions, Dinesh, he comes from background of computer science and data analysis. Then we have Santosh, he is from pharmaceutical backgrounds, and I am from statistics background. And we all three have been working in pharmaceutical domain for very long time. We understand the domain very well. We understand the pulse of the domain and we can basically provide accurate solution to you, and we can also use our domain to mentor the solution providers so that they can give you accurate results. And we also have our very unique DART methodology. So DART stands for define, analyze, raise and transform. So once we understand the problem statement, that means we define the problem statement, we analyze different solutions and metrics about it. And once we define and analyze, we raise multiple iterations of the solution, we discuss with you, and we finalize the solution which is acceptable by you as a client. Once we do that, then we transform this solution into the higher scale. So we provide the training, we also implement the solution, and we make sure that the solution that we have implemented matches with the problem statement that we are set out with, right? So why Sineflex Solutions? So Sineflex Solutions, like I said, we have the pulse of the domain, we understand the pulse of the domain, and we have our unique methodology, DART methodology. Then we have our excellent team with knowledge and a background of healthcare domain. And then we have also we manage our stakeholders very well. So my stakeholders, by what I mean is that our client, we understand the requirement from the client, and then we also explain the requirements to our service providers who can provide you with the best possible solution. And then we have we don't just stay just stop there, but we implement the solution, and then we analyze the efficiency of the solution by comparing the result or the solution with the problem statement that we are initially set out with. So this is our unique proposition that makes us different from all other competitors in the field. And by this I'm concluding my presentation, but I am open for any questions you may have. And as Sineflex Solutions, we would be more than happy to discuss with you about your requirements and how do we help you transforming from your current state to the future state. Thank you very much once again for giving me this opportunity. Thanks very much. Thank you.